Two very important events took place today that can greatly affect the lives of ordinary American citizens. Donald Trump secured a $175 million bond on Monday to delay payment of over $454 million in damages from a civil fraud case in New York, protecting his assets during his appeal. This move comes after an appellate court reduced the bond amount, allowing Trump to temporarily halt asset seizure efforts by New York Attorney General Letitia James, who initiated the lawsuit. The bond serves as a safeguard, ensuring that Trump will pay the state the full amount, plus ongoing interest, if he loses the appeal. However, should Trump win the appeal, he will not owe the state and will reclaim the bond money. This legal battle stems from allegations that Trump inflated his wealth on financial statements to secure loans and insurance deals, a claim he denies, arguing that his financial disclosures were conservative and accompanied by disclaimers. With the appeal set for a September hearing, the timing could coincide with the critical final weeks of the presidential race. In New York, while filing an appeal doesn't usually stop judgment enforcement, securing a bond does pause the process. Trump's legal team had argued that securing a bond for the full judgment amount was practically impossible, as over 30 compañías refused collateral other than cash or liquid assets. This challenge reflects Trump's claim of substantial cash and asset holdings, which he wishes to partially reserve for his presidential campaign. Trump's recent legal battles have significantly dented his cash reserves, not only with the $175 million for this case but also over $97 million in bonds and cash for other legal debts, including those to Rydery, Jean Carroll and legal fees from other lawsuits. Despite these financial pressures, Trump could potentially liquidate stocks in his social media company, Trump Media y Technology Group, for future cash flow, although a temporary restriction prevents immediate sales. Now let's move on to the second more important news, which happened a couple of hours ago. The GOP is entangled in internal disputes regarding the funding for repairs of the recently collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge, while House Speaker Mike Johnson remains noticeably silent on the matter. In contrast, other leaders, including President Joe Biden, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, and House Democratic Leader Hakeem Jeffries, have promptly expressed their support for Maryland during this crisis. However, Johnson's absence of comment has raised eyebrows, with speculations about his silence ranging from a lack of experience in his role to distractions over minor issues like the White House's Easter celebrations. The debate over the bridge's reconstruction funding has become a contentious issue among House members, particularly with hardline members of the Freedom Caucus attributing the collapse to various unrelated political grievances. These accusations have ranged from criticisms of Biden's infrastructure initiatives to unfounded conspiracy theories, reflecting a reluctance from these factions to support federal involvement in the project. Notably, Representatives Ralph Norman and Jeff Duncan from South Carolina, along with Pennsylvania's Dan Moiser, have voiced strong opposition to the allocation of federal funds for the bridge, prioritizing other issues such as border security over critical infrastructure repairs. Their comments have sparked backlash, emphasizing the misplaced priorities and misunderstanding of the role of federal funding in national crises. In contrast, Representative Tom Cole of Oklahoma, chair of the House Appropriations Committee's Subcommittee on Transportation, has recognized the necessity of federal involvement, acknowledging the significant economic impact of the Port of Baltimore and the need for a swift and comprehensive federal response to restore this vital infrastructure. As the House prepares to reconvene, the ongoing silence from Speaker Johnson and the evident divisions within the GOP highlight the political complexities surrounding the bridge's reconstruction efforts. The situation calls for urgent attention and bipartisan cooperation to address the infrastructure needs of Maryland and ensure the safety and efficiency of its transportation networks.